And joining us here on the Red Devils pregame show here on the HCTV live stream, Red Devils senior Maggie Scally. Maggie, a big one today, a road game at Hightstown, second round. How the girls feeling about this game?
I know me personally, I'm really excited, and I can say for my team as well that we're really excited and we're feeling very confident and feeling very good about this game.
So Maggie, you get that opening round win on the road. What is it about road wins that can kind of spur a team on, knowing you have to do it in enemy territory?
You know, it's about staying together and they have their own crowd, they have their own student section, and it's just about coming together as a team and finding that camaraderie and, working together to find success.
So Maggie, has it hit you or Jackie? Have the two of you talked about the next loss is your last game? Is there anything to that when you take the court?
It'll be upsetting, definitely, but at the end of the day, just playing with this team and playing with this program has been such a privilege and an honor that it's going to be tough when we say goodbye, but it's been such a fun time, so.
And that was Red Devils senior Maggie Scally. Stay tuned next for the Red Devils against Hightstown here on the HCTV live stream.
And we welcome you all to this Hunterdon Central television broadcast. It is the NJSIAA Central Group 4 second round between your Hunterdon Central Red Devils and Hightstown. The 11-seed Hunterdon Central Red Devils are coming off an upset against 6-seed Edison in a 39-28 win. Bethany Ramos scoring 14 points, Nikki Constantini scoring 8, but now they play a very skilled number 3 seed Hightstown. I'm Brad Romano alongside Aiden Pondiger. Aiden, this Hightstown team is very skilled. The number 3 seed, they have a great scoring duo in freshman Haley Deacock and senior Penelope Sapphire Swarm. Central's going to need to play great defense in this game. Yeah,
they need big plays by their big playmakers on defense and on offense. Bethany Ramos, they need another big game from her. She's done good all season, season high 25 points. They need another great game out of her today.
And as for Hightstown, 17-9 on the year, 6-1 in the CVC Colonial. They beat Montgomery in the first round, 56-41. Sworn had 23. Caitlin Nagel had 14, and they are currently on a 4-game win streak, beating the likes of Middlesex, Montgomery twice, and Lawrence. And like I said, star freshman Haley Deacock, a great player, averaging 16 points per game as a freshman. And as for the Red Devils, we are 13-14 on the year, 2-8 in the Skyline Delaware. Aiden, this is a Hunterdon Central team that's been very inconsistent throughout the year, but a big reason for that is the growing issues. It's been a very young team, having only one senior for most of the season. Scally came back, but when you have a team this young, there's going to be some growing issues, but they've been slowly developing as a team. Yeah, I agree, Brad. The fact that they're here in the second round of the tournament with this young of a team is just impressive. These young players, they're going to be amazing for the next couple years to come. Once again, Central Hightstown, second round, NJSIAA. Central Group 4, and here we go on tip-off. Central starts off with it. It's going to be Jackie DeVore bringing it up on the court. DeVore goes to the left side, right back to Schwartz. Schwartz off his screen. In the post, gets doubled back out to DeVore. Right to Ramos. Ramos has a lane. Had a good pass to Kellogg. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Red Devils. Miscommunication there early on. Can't afford to do that for the rest of the game. It's Central still with it. Here's Ramos. Gives it right to DeVore on the corners. Constantini. Constantini takes a couple dribbles. DeVore, open mid-range shot, and that's good. Jackie DeVore gets the first points of the game, and Central gets the first points. Good job by Central capitalizing off the bad pass. Here comes Hightstown right back with the ball here. Reverse layup there. That's going to roll in and out. That was taken by number 24, the freshman Haley Deacock. Here comes Central the other way. 1 minute gone by. It's Jackie DeVore who just scored. Passes it off to Constantini. Right back to Ramos. Here comes a screen from Kellogg. Tries the pick and roll, doesn't work. Constantini gets a good look. Good pass to Kellogg right in the post. Kellogg tries to work in the post. That shot gets rejected, but it stays with the Red Devils. Great job by Hightstown's defense there, forcing Central to regroup again. Here's Ramos at the top. Has a lane. Good shot there. Layup good by Bethany Ramos. Works her way in the post. And Central with an early 4-0 lead. Great job by Ramos. Had 14 points last game against Edison. Hightstown yet to score. Here's Deacock with it. Passes it right in the post. Kellogg guarding. Shot there, no good. No foul called.
Central off to a very hot start right now. Got to keep this going.
Sorry about that. We're back here for Red Devils and Hightstown. It's the second round of the playoffs. It's Central with it after a 4-0 start. DeVore's layup, no good. Going to be rebounded by Hightstown. It gets poked. Central's going to get with it, and here's Kellogg in the post. That shot no good, but a foul called, and Kellogg would a line for two. And a great effort by Central to keep that in bounds.
Central, very impressive start by them right now. They can extend this to a 6-0 lead to start.
So 2 free throws for Liz Kellogg. 6 points per game, but the rebounding game has been very good. Leads the team in rebounds by a mile. 2 free throws for the sophomore. First one, no good. It's again a 4-0 lead. DeVore and Ramos both with 2 points. It's the first time in a very long time that Central and Hightstown have played each other in girls basketball. Second free throw good for Kellogg, and a 5-0 lead for Central.
Like you mentioned before, these teams, they don't know each other that well. They haven't played that much.
Here's Deacock being pressed well. Excuse me, that's number 1, Grace Weissenberger. Here comes Central the other way, though. After the turnover, Ramos will go to line for 2. Another foul for Hightstown, and Central looks to get more points.
Central's defense has looked extraordinary right now so far today. Holding Hightstown to 0 points just a couple minutes into this game.
Ramos, a junior, started last year as well for this Red Devils team. Misses the first. Central, once again, 13-14 on the season. But this is a team that's played very skilled competition, likes of Franklin, Rutgers Prep. I think this is a team that's much better than their record says. Ramos makes the third. So for the second time, Central 1 for 2 on free throws. Ramos with 3.
Showing that they're with a 6-0, with a 5-0 lead.
Now here comes Central, or Hightstown. There's Deacock off a screen. Gives it right back to number 14, Caitlin Nagel. Deacock takes a deep 3. That one no good. And out of bounds, it's going to stay with Hightstown. Last touch by Kellogg.
Not the smartest decision there. Looked a little desperate there.
Yeah, Kellogg being guarded by Penelope Sapphire Storm, another one of Hightstown's best scorers, 12 on the year. 23 versus Middlesex on February 8th. Now here's Deacock, passes it right back out. Gets it right back. There's that double coming, a zone defense from the Red Devils. That ball almost taken by Les Kellogg. And a whistle on the floor.
Yeah, Hightstown, they got to get Deacock and Swarm here, and Penelope Swarm going on early.
Maggie Scally checking into the game for Liz Kellogg. Maggie Scally was out for most of the year with an injury, but having her back has been very good. A great defender, can shoot the ball well, and it's just good to have that veteran presence on the team. Here's Hightstown. There's Weissenberger in the corner. In the post, it's taken away. Here comes the Red Devils the other way. It's DeVore. Only has one woman ahead of her. Takes the shot. That one no good. Rebounded by Swarm. And it's going to be a foul on the floor.
Another great defensive possession by Central.
Yep, foul on the floor. Yep, and go the other way. Turnover there by the Red Devils. 2 fouls for both teams.
Hightstown's got to figure out a way to get going on offense. Central's, they've just been holding them so far. Haven't gotten anything going on offense.
Off the screen now is Deacock. Gives it right back. That shot is good. First shot of the game for Caitlin Nagel, and Hightstown gets on the board. 6-2 Central leads. Here's them on the offensive attack now. It's DeVore bringing it up. It's Schwartz. Want to give and go to Ramos. Ramos at the top of the key. Goes to the post. Tries to get it out to Schwartz, and it's a turnover, and it goes Hightstown's way.
Hightstown, a great opportunity to get right back in this game. Central, they got to keep on holding like they've been doing so far.
4:16 left to go in the first. Here's Decock, takes it, and that shot rejected by Katie Schwartz, but Swarm is going to get it right back on Hightstown. 3-point shot for Hightstown. That shot no good. That was taken by the senior Olivia Roberts.
That was a great block there by Schwartz.
Schwartz has been a solid defender the entire year, proving it right there. Schwartz takes in the paint, right back out. Scally deep mid-range, and that's good for the senior Maggie Scally, and Central extends their lead 8-2.
Great job finding the open player.
Hightstown looking quick to respond. Spin move, layup there, no good. Swarm on the rebound, takes it right up. That one no good. Scally fighting for the rebound. It's a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Hightstown. Good effort by Maggie Scally, the senior.
Great job by Hightstown getting the rebounds there, keeping the possession.
Hightstown still with it. Shot taken right away. Whistle blown. And Hightstown will go to the line for 2. That is number 14, Caitlin Nagel, already 2 points on the game. Averages about 11 on the year. Had 17 against Monroe, 16 against Allentown, 15 against Middlesex. 5 seniors on this Hightstown team, Nagel being one of them. First free throw, good. Again, this Hightstown team beat Montgomery in the first round, 56-41. It is on a 4-game win streak. Both free throws good for Caitlin Nagel. That makes it an 8-4 Central lead.
Huge possession by Central here.
Here's DeVore, guarded by Weissenberger. To Schwartz, off a screen. Schwartz has a wide open lane. Passes it out. Scally's 3-point shot there. No good. Had an open look. Hightstown on the rebound. It was Swarm that got it. And it looks like a whistle was called. It's going to be a foul on the Red Devils.
That last possession by Central. Greatly executed play. Just could not finish off with a shot.
3:07 left to play in the first. Just over 3 minutes. Here's Decock. Right out. That ball almost stolen. It's Nagel with it. Gets it right back. It's number 2, Olivia Roberts. In the post now. Scally, good defense. That shot there, no good. Swarm almost on the rebound. Good job by Schwartz to get it. Here comes Central on the offensive attack. DeVore in the post. Schwartz able to keep it. Gets right back to Constantini. Back to Scally. Scally takes it over to Swarm, and Swarm rejects it out of bounds. And that's where the length comes in. Swarm is just so tall and is able to reject everything coming her way.
Like you said, Brad, Swarm using her height to her advantage, getting the easy block there.
Central still with it, as was last touched by Swarm. Ramos deep pass. Able to get to the paint. That shot no good. And it's going to be last touched off. Ramos goes Hightstown's way.
Ramos, she likes putting points on the board for Central. Has 2 points, I believe.
Ramos almost pokes it. Hightstown barely keeping it in. It's going to be off. Ramos stays with Hightstown.
I like how aggressively this Central defense is playing so far. Not letting Hightstown get open, just playing very aggressive.
Here's Swarm in the post, guarded by Schwartz, and Swarm's able to take that up for her first points. And just like that, Hightstown down by 2. 8-6 with 2 minutes left in the first. Now here comes Central. Ramos off a screen from Scally. Guarded tightly to Costantini. Costantini fakes a 3. Her floater, no good. And a chance for Hightstown to tie this game up. Wide open area for Nagel. Carly Nagel's shot, no good. Bad pass there, but it's last touched off Hightstown. Stays with the Red Devils.
Hightstown going on a great rally right now. Great momentum there for Hightstown.
High pass, and Swarm's going to steal that. Here comes Hightstown the other way. It's Nagel with it. Doubled. Finds an open Swarm. Swarm gets her own rebound, takes it up twice, and is going to go to the line for 2. And again, it just seems like Swarm is so much taller than everyone else. So when you're the tallest player on the court, that's a huge advantage. And she's going to go to the line for 2.
Hightstown has an opportunity to tie the game here after being down not that much, but pretty big early on.
Yeah, an 8-2 lead Central had. Looking to make it 8-8 is Hightstown. First free throw good for Swarm. That's 3 for her. She had 23 in the latest game against Montgomery on the 27th in the first round.
Including 19 rebounds.
Misses it. Central still with the lead. 1 of 2 on free throws is Swarm. Just over a minute left in the first. Constantini finds Scally. Great pass in the post, and Scally gets it to go, and Central goes up by 3.
Great job by Constantini being able to fit the ball to her.
Swarm in the post. That one gets stolen. Here's Ramos, only one girl ahead of her. Good bounce pass to Constantini. Misses the layup. Now here comes Hightstown the other way on the offensive attack. An open 3 look here for Hightstown, and that one's good for the Rams to tie it up 10-10. That's Haley Deacock on the 3, the freshman.
Beautiful shot.
Now here's Central. Looking to spawn right back. Ramos, her layup, no good. Schwartz on the rebound, takes it up. That one no good. Swarm trying to fight for the rebound, and it's a foul on the floor. And it'll go Hightstown's way.
Final 27 seconds here. Both teams, anything can happen here.
Hightstown has not had a lead this entire game, looking to get their first lead of the game at 12 or 13. 2-10.
5 fouls. They go to the line for 2.
And Central has 5 fouls, which means in this first quarter they are in the bonus, and the other foul will result in 2 free throws for Hightstown, as you just saw there. So Swarm will be granted 2 free throws to get a lead here. Swarm went 1 for 2 in the last time, makes that one, and Hightstown gets their first lead of the game. Liz Kellogg is going to check back in for Maggie Scally. Kellogg at times has gotten in foul trouble, and in that later stage, it's affected Central. You got to make sure that she does not get a lot of fouls in this game, in this high stakes. Swarm once again goes 1 of 2. Only a 1-point lead. Central a chance to get the lead before the first quarter ends. Here's Ramos off a screen. She gives a screen to Constantini. Constantini going to pass out to Schwartz. Schwartz almost loses it. Passes it out to Kellogg. 10 seconds left to go. Constantini, deep mid-range shot there. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. Kellogg able to get it. Passes it out. Whistle on the floor. And a turnover. And it goes Hightstown's way with 2 seconds left to go in the first.
Great job by Hightstown. They were down, but now they're up. Great job by not letting this bad start get to them.
Minimal time for the Rams here. Looking to make it a 3 or 4 point lead. And it looks like they're just going to let it dribble out. So in the end of the first quarter, second round of NJSIA, Hightstown up 11-10. Stay tuned for second quarter action. And we're back here for second quarter action. Is an 11-10 Hightstown lead. And Aiden Central started off red hot, but since then, Hightstown has seemed to respond right back, and they have the lead at the start of the second.
Yep, Central was up 6-0, then 8-2. But great job by Haas. I'm very impressed with them, their ability.
Central starts off with it. DeVore gets past the defender, gives it right back to Ramos. Ramos gets backed up, off the screen. Right to Schwartz. Schwartz, good pass to Kellogg. Kellogg's shot no good. Schwartz, great effort on the rebound. DeVore had an open 3 for a second. Schwartz right back with it to Liz Kellogg. Liz Kellogg's mid-range shot no good. Fight for it, and it will be with Hightstown. Good effort by Haley Deacock. Or excuse me, no. That is number 14, Caitlin Nagel.
That first quarter, it was pretty defensive, not a lot of points. Central, they only scored 39, but still won against Edison.
Yes, Central, a great defensive team. Has been solid so far in the first quarter. Only down by 1. Off the screen, it's Deacock to Swarm in the post. Right back to Deacock. Deacock straight at the top of the key. That one's good for the freshman Haley Deacock. 6 points for her and a 4-point lead for the Rams.
Crazy how she's only a freshman and doing this.
Ramos off the screen from Kellogg in the post. Works her way in. Shot there is good by Bethany Ramos, and Ramos responds right back, and she has 5.
Great response there by Central off of the 3.
Deacock gets it stolen by Constantini. Now here comes Ramos on a fast break. Takes it, goes up, and will go to line for 2. Great effort by Bethany Ramos, and a great steal by the sophomore Katie Schwartz.
Yep, Ramos starting to heat up here in the second quarter. A bit of a slow first quarter, only 2 points, but now up to 5.
Looking to make it 7. The last free throw Central took, they went 1 of 2. Go 2 for 2 here. It's a tie game. First free throw, good for Ramos. Averages about 14 on the year. Looks to get 7 halfway there. Makes both 7 points for the junior. And a tie game. Second tie of this game, the last one at 10-10. Deacock off a screen. Spin layup here, and that one's good for Haley Deacock, and she's heating up. She's got 8.
Deacock, great job against the aggressive defender, able to spin out of it and make the layup.
DeVore, even go to Costantini. Costantini on a screen, deep mid-range. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Hightstown gets it. Here comes Hightstown on a fast break. Deep mid-range shot there, no good. Ramos on the rebound. Now here come the Red Devils. Ramos stops off the screen, passes it back out to DeVore. DeVore takes the mid-range, and that one's good for Jackie DeVore, her second shot of the game. She has 4.
Both offenses starting to heat up here in the second quarter.
It's been a back-and-forth second quarter so far. Here's another screen. Costantini going to back the defender up. It's number 2, Olivia Roberts. Deacock wide open lane, tips it up to Swarm. Swarm's layup no good, gets her own rebound, takes it right back up, and that one's good for Sapphire Swarm.
Swarm once again using her length, her height to her advantage.
5 minutes left to go in the second. Here's Schwartz. Takes it back out to Ramos. That ball poked. Constantini gets it right back. Ramos takes an open 3. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. Hightstown holds up with it. Wide open is Swarm in the post. Gonna miss it. Good job by Kellogg to get right back on defense.
Bit of a steal point, back-to-back possessions.
Not too deep of a pass for Kellogg. Has to pass it out to Constantini. And it's going to be a travel by Constantini. Goes Hightstown's way. Ramos had the right look there, but just too much power on that pass.
Both defenses, they're starting to pick up a little bit in the past 30 seconds to 45 seconds.
Scally coming in for Kellogg, and it seems they like to do that sub. They're playing a very small ball lineup right now, though, and they still have Swarm in the game who's not came out yet, so they're going to have to do a really good job guarding her now. High pass, Scally almost steals it. Deacock gets it right back. Her shot no good. Swarm gets the easy rebound. 3-point shot for Roberts. That one's good for Olivia Roberts from downtown. And Hightstown extends their lead, 21-16.
Swarm able to get the rebound with her just amazing ability to do that and pass it for the wide open 3.
Here's Constantini. Gonna fake the 3 right to DeVore. Off the screen. Back to Ramos. Ramos works her way in the post, and that shot good by Bethany Ramos. Great aggressiveness, and she's got 9.
Ramos.
And that was an N1. So Ramos will go to the line for one more.
Has the ability to get double-digit points now. Season high 14 can pass this with still 2.5 quarters left to play.
Yeah, she is really heating up in this second quarter. Only had 3 in the first. Now has looking to get 10. This will make it a 2-point game. And misses it. Missed free throw. Hightstown almost loses it. Get it right back. 3-point lead for the Rams. Here's Weissenberger. Guarded tightly by Ramos. Roberts just made the 3 for the Rams. Deep 3. That one goes out. Swarm with the rebound. Gets it right back. Another 3-point attempt here. That one also no good. And it's going to go off of the Rams. And it looks like Swarm is down. Is getting right back up.
Taking a second.
Yeah, looks like she was limping for a second. It is Central ball.
That would be a huge loss for Hightstown.
Yeah, looks like Swarm is limping. Yeah, so she's going to have to go out of the game. And that is huge because she is so tall compared to everyone else. Is able to get the rebounds, put in the layups, and checking in for her is number 20, Yursa Moore. But that is big. Having someone like Swarm out is just unfortunate for the Rams.
Yep. She's a big part of why they have so much points, including the forced fouls that Central's getting against her.
Yeah, that could use a big break in terms of the height. Now it is evenly matched across the court. Ramos off the screen, in the post, right back to Scally. Scally has room to work with, takes the floater shot. No call there.
Scally showing aggressiveness there.
Central sticking to the man on man coverage. Costantini defending. Weissenberger. Decog with it. Decog gets doubled. Right back out to Moore. Moore to Nagel. Nagel loses it. And it's going to be bounced off her knee, and it goes the Red Devils' way.
Lucky break there for Central. Bounced off the knee there. Central now has possession.
A 3 makes it a tie game. A 2 makes them down by 1. 2:30 left in the second. Here's DeVore off the screen. Takes the dribble. Great pass in the post to Katie Schwartz, and Katie Schwartz gets it to go, and Central's down by 1.
Great job by Schwartz. Able to find a wide open lane there for the easy layup.
Katie Schwartz averages 6 on the year. Had 8 against Elizabeth on February 21st. 3-pointer for the Rams, and that one is good. Responding right back is the Hightstown Rams. That was number 24, Haley Deacock. 11 for the freshman. Scally can't get it. It's a turnover. Here come the Rams the other way. That ball poked, and it's going to stay with Hightstown. Good defense by the Red Devils to not allow that layup.
Great effort by Costantini right there. Deacock had a free layup, but Costantini just ran down full court. Great effort.
Here's Hightstown on the offense with a 4-point lead, and that ball's stolen by Costantini. Great effort. Now here's Ramos. Takes the layup, and that one's good for Bethany Ramos in double digits now with 11.
Costantini-Ramos duo is dominant. Costantini showing another great play on defense.
It's the first timeout called of the game, and it's been a back-and-forth second quarter, and we see Central and Hightstown go back and forth, but now with Swarm being out of the game, it's a big advantage for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, you mentioned the back and forth. That first quarter, though, it was just one-sided by both teams. First Central, then Hightstown, and now it's just back and forth.
Not sure if there was actually time out there. It looked like both teams were talking it over. Bad pass, and it's going to be off of Hightstown, and Central with a chance to tie up the game.
We've seen that a few times, but both teams just bad miscommunication, not great passes.
Minute 24 left. It looks like Swarm is checking back into the game. Good pass. Little miscommunication. Here's Scally. Tries the crossover, doesn't get it to work. DeVore almost loses it, keeps it alive. On the other side, it's Schwartz. Schwartz layup. No good, but there is contact, and Schwartz has a chance to tie up the game.
Final minute here in the first half.
Schwartz had that layup a minute or two before, looking to get 4 points and go 2 for 2 on the free throw line. Schwartz makes the first, rolls out and in. And here comes Swarm back in, and Kellogg comes right back in as well. The two tallest players coming back in at the same time. And in this final minute, it's big that Swarm is in. Hightstown just trying to get a lead before the quarter ends.
Hightstown, huge sigh of relief right there, able to get Swarm back into the game.
Schwartz goes 2 for 2, 2 big free throws, and it's a tie game, 24-24 with a minute left. Here's Deacock off a screen, guarded well by Ramos, gets it out to Swarm. Schwartz deflects it, it stays with Hightstown. Here's Olivia Roberts. And Schwartz playing phenomenal defense. It's Swarm in the post, guarded by Kellogg, and Swarm gets it to go right over Kellogg.
Not much you could do there if you're Kellogg. Swarm just so tall.
8 points for Swarm, 30 seconds left to go in the second. Hightstown up by 2. Kellogg passes it out to, Kellogg gets it passed out to. 3-pointer from Constantini. That one no good. Kellogg tries for the rebound, doesn't work. Here comes Hightstown the other way. Approaching 10 seconds. It's Grace Weissenberger off the screen. Gives it out. Here's Decock. Wide open in the corner for 3. That one no good. And Central, looks like a late whistle called. It's actually going to stay with Hightstown. They might move the clock back up. If not, there is 1 second. Looks like they will keep it at 1 second. 1 second for Hightstown to extend their lead. They get the shot up in time, but it's no good. So at halftime in the second round of the playoffs, Hightstown Rams are up 26-24 on the Central. Stay tuned for second half action.
Hunterdon Central Regional High School, located in beautiful Hunterdon County, is a high-achieving 9th to 12th grade school district educating over 2,200 students from 5 different municipalities. We are an innovative educational community dedicated to the intellectual, social, and emotional safety and growth of all of our students. We are proud to have been named a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, ranked second in New Jersey for top public comprehensive high schools by U.S. News and World Report, received an AP School Honor Roll Silver Distinction. Our students are National Merit Scholarship semifinalists and commended students every year. And our students and teams have won a lot of trophies. And while we are very proud of these accomplishments, Hunterdon Central is more than awards. We are a welcoming school community committed to education, respect, growth, and support. And at Hunterdon Central, there is something for everyone. From academics to extracurriculars, we strive to offer something that will interest every student that enters our hallways. Look at our vast list of courses to choose from. Whether students are into math, science, English, history, or maybe they like business, art, or music, robotics, TV, or radio, we have something for every student at Hunterdon Central. Passionate about languages and culture? We had 118 students recently graduate earning the seal of biliteracy. We even offer 6 specialized academies through our magnet program in architectural design, biomedical sciences, computer science, engineering, media and communications, and robotics, and they are right here at Hunterdon Central. Students do not have to go to another school to participate in these unique academies. Central offers 18 different types of sports over 3 seasons with varsity, JV, and freshman levels, and we offer unified sports for students with and without disabilities. Our caring staff is dedicated to helping students succeed in every way. Please don't hesitate to ask questions and reach out if you need any help anytime. Welcome to Hunterdon Central.
And we're back here for Hunterdon Central Television. Is the Hunterdon Central Red Devils against the Hightstown Rams in the second round of the NJSIAA Central Group 4. Hightstown, the 3 seed, Central, the 11 seed, and currently at halftime, Hightstown is a 2-point lead, 26-24. Aiden, it was a really back and forth first half, and Hightstown has only the lead by 2, but Central's played great defense so far. Back here for Hunterdon Central Television once again. Hightstown Central, second round of the playoffs. It is a 2-point lead for Hightstown at the start of the third quarter. And it looks like Hightstown will start with it on the offense, looking to get a 4 or 5 point lead. Haley Deacock, the leading scorer for Hightstown with 11. Bethany Ramos, also the leading scorer for Hunterdon Central with 11. Here's Deacock, guarded by Constantini, takes a fadeaway 3. That one no good over the backboard and goes Central's way.
Deacock, like you said, 11 points in that first half. She's only a freshman. She's just going to keep getting better as the years go on.
So here comes Central either way. They're trailing by 2. It's DeVore with it. Off a screen now. It's Ramos. Ramos over Swarm, and Swarm rejects that. Swarm's third block of the game. Off a screen. It's Nagel. Nagel takes the shot. No good. Ramos on a fast break. Her layup. That one rolls in and out. There's Constantini on the rebound. Constantini to Ramos. Here comes a screen from Kellogg. Constantini high pass up to Kellogg. Swarm gets there in time, and Swarm blocks it once again. Great defense by Swarm. On a fast break now, here's Deacock with no one ahead of her, and her layup rolls in and out. Rebounded back by number 14, Caitlin Nagel, who gets it to go.
Both offenses look to have a bit of a rough start there before that layup. Central, they need better awareness down in their paint.
6 for Caitlin Nagel on the night. Here's Ramos on the post to Kellogg. Off a screen, Constantini had a look, but finds Kellogg in the post. Kellogg's shot there is good, and Liz Kellogg gets it to go. 3 points for her.
When Swarm's not in the paint there, Central, they've had a pretty easy time there.
It's Kellogg's first layup of the game. Had the free throw beforehand. Gets her 3. Ramos almost gets it. Can't get it to go. Weissenberg makes Ramos jump. Her 3-point shot no good. And Hightstown fighting for it to get right back. It's a jump ball. And it looks like it is going to go the other way. So great defense by the Red Devils. Number 25, Olivia Duran checking in of the freshman, averaging 3 on the year. Checking in for the first time in the game for Kellogg. Liz Kellogg.
Another Central is one of young players.
Schwartz works Swarm in the post. Good bounce pass to Olivia Duran. Her layup no good.
Great pass. Duran cannot capitalize, though, on that layup.
Hightstown keeps the lead for now. Weissenberger off the screen. In the post now is Deacock. Nope, that's Deacock right there. Her 3-point shot goes in and out. In the post, it's Nagel, and Nagel gets it to go. Caitlin Nagel with 8.
Deacock with the in-and-out shot there, but the nice job by Nagel getting the rebound and putting the ball up.
DeVore passes it back out. Schwartz shot good right over Swarm, and Schwartz gets it to go. 6 for her, and it's back and forth just like the second quarter.
Yep. Both teams, both offenses back and forth once again.
Open 3 for Hightstown, no good. It's a fight for the rebound. DeVore holds on to it. Jump ball, but it stays with Hightstown.
Interesting. It looked like Central had it, but they gave it to Hightstown.
Either way, good defense from DeVore. Just over 5 minutes left in the third. 3 minutes gone by. Swarm in the post. Schwartz swats that. Constantini has no one ahead of her. Her layup is no good. It gets rebounded right back by Schwartz. Is able to hold on to it. Constantini takes a 3 now. That one no good. Duran has the rebound. Tries to pass it out. And a timeout called. And just unfortunate for Central because Constantini had that wide open layup, missed it, and they can't get a shot on offense there. They still have it on the offense, but just a missed opportunity there, Aiden.
Yep, Central, they can't. It's a close game, but missed opportunities turns into great opportunities for the other team.
Yeah, Central, although still on the offensive attack. Still on the offensive attack is Hunterdon Central with a 30-28 lead. Ramos, the leading scorer for the Red Devils, with 11. It is Deacock, also the leading scorer, with 11 as well. Constantini, she's been taking a lot of shots, hasn't scored yet, but when she's hot for 3, she can get going. They're going to need her to be hot, especially in the later quarters.
Yeah, big playoff game. They need every player to step up here. Constantini, Ramos, she's had a great game already, but continue to play good.
Caitlin Nagel, she has 8 on the night. Penelope Sapphire Swarm, also 8 for her. Liz Kellogg seems to stay out of the game still. Olivia Durant staying in. Looks like they maybe want to save her for the later fourth quarter when it matters really the most. So Central still within on offense. Gives it to Constantini. Right to Schwartz. Back to Constantini. Constantini bounces it out to DeVore. Katie Schwartz mid-range shot. That one no good. Rebounded by Weissenberger. Now it's Deacock the other way. Wide open look not for Deacock. That one no good. That was Nagel with it. Gives it back to Deacock. Going to be rebounded by Central. Great aggressiveness by DeVore. Here comes Ramos the other way. Has 2 defenders on her. Spins past both. Layup no good.
Great effort there by Ramos. Just couldn't finish.
Yeah, Swarm has no one ahead of her and doesn't get the layup to go. Costly miss for Swarm.
Both offenses have looked to slow down so far in the past minute.
Constantini looked for a 3, couldn't get it. Back out to Schwartz. Schwartz shot. Unfortunate miss there. Schwartz going to poke it. Hightstown going to keep it.
Schwartz, great effort there. Sadly, no one on Central knows the ball.
Deacock's 3-point shot. That one no good. Swarm gets the good rebound. It looked like the ball was tipped. Whistle called. Going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go Central's way. Great defense by the Red Devils.
Central, they need to continue the offense they had just a couple minutes ago. Past minute been slow. Their defense still playing good.
Central scored 39 in the win against Edison in the first round. They currently have 11 less, 28. We're almost at the top of the key to Schwartz. Here's Constantini off a screen. Oh, had an open look. Fortunately, just got tipped right off of her, and it goes Hightstown's way.
Yeah, she saw that opening. She went for it, but sadly, unfortunate.
Scally comes into the game for DeVore. Maggie Scally, 4 points tonight. 3 minutes left in the third. Good ball movement by Hightstown, and Swarm gets past 2 defenders. Count it, and 1 for Penelope Sapphire Swarm, which gets her 10 points in the game and looks to make a free throw to make this a 5-point game.
Swarm, once again, like I said, using her length. Just a great agile play there, though. Over the head, looks like.
Free throw good for Swarm, 11 for her. Both Swarm and Deacock with 11 and a 5-point lead for the Rams. Here's Ramos at the top of the key. Drives, layup there. That one no good. And now it's Hightstown right back the other way. Deacock has an open lane. Central defenders get there in time. Ball poked. Stays with the Rams.
He's played amazing defense so far this game. Get the efforts there. The blocks, the steals, the turnover force.
Ramos steals it and has no one ahead of her, but a whistle was called. Whistle was called before Ramos could get there in time. I believe the foul was called on Hightstown, however. So it'll stay with Central on the offense. Pastor Tano talking to the ref. Looked like he thought Ramos had the basket there. High pass. And Constantini able to get it. Or no, it was Katie Schwartz that got it. So Schwartz gets it to go. 8 points for Katie Schwartz. And Hightstown gets the lead down to 3. Wide open look here for Hightstown. No good. Swarm gets the rebound. And Deacock has an open look for 3. And Deacock misses that one. 2 missed threes for the Rams.
Unfortunate for the Rams right there.
Scally right back out to Duran. Duran back to Scally. Almost loses it. Looks like they might lose it. Hightstown gets the turnover and keeps it in bounds. 2 minutes left in the third. It's Hightstown on the offensive attack. Long pass deflected by Central. That was intended for Swarm. It stays with the Rams.
Looked like she has someone open on the far left. Couldn't find her. Instead decided to go for the the mid-court pass, but knocked away by Central.
Swarm, she's just going to take it up. No basket. And it looks like not a shooting foul. Swarm just gets fouled there. Stays with Hightstown. It's Decock. Back out to Nagel. Nagel to Swarm over 3 defenders, and Swarm over 3 defenders gets it to go, and she has 13.
When you have a player like Swarm, it can shoot it over anyone down in the bucket. It's just a great advantage.
A 5-point lead for the Rams. Ramos on the crossover. Gets it out to Scally. Right back to Constantini. Back to Scally. Scally contested mid-range. No good. And a chance for Hightstown to make it a 7 or 8 point lead. Perhaps the largest lead of the game so far. Swarm. Easy bucket right over the defender, and Swarm is heating up 15 for the senior and a 7-point lead for the Rams.
Hightstown, as a team alone, has been heating up in the past couple minutes here.
Final minute of the third. Central trails by 7. Constantini out to Ramos. Open lane. And going to go to line for 2. Swarm on the foul. 2 big free throws here for the junior. Ramos hasn't scored yet in this third. She was really good in the second, but in this third, it seems that they've slowed her down.
Yep. Good job by Hightstown. Good job by Hightstown being able to stop Ramos.
Misses the first, and Central's missed a couple free throws tonight. And these free throws, as DeVore checks in for Duran, these free throws are so simple but so effective. You know, go later into the fourth quarter, these free throws could be the reason why a team loses. As Ramos does make the second, goes 1 of 2. So Central down by 6, 12 for the junior now. Here's Decock. High pass, Schwartz deflects it, stays with Hightstown.
Hightstown, they've made great second half adjustments here against the big players for Central, like Ramos, Constantini. Just great second half adjustments by them.
Swarm gets the basket right over Schwartz. Make that 17. And it seems like Central doesn't have an answer for Swarm.
They've got to find something fast. There's only 30 seconds left of this quarter and 1 more quarter left to play.
Ramos goes the other way of the screen, and Swarm blocks it. Swarm is on fire in this third quarter.
Swarm making it look easy. Offense, defense. So layups on offense, blocks on defense.
And a timeout called with 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And Hightstown, they've been seeming to take a lead, and they've been seeming to keep it. And Swarm has just been the X factor in this third quarter. It seems like if you have a double, if you have a single, or even if you have 3 people guarding her, she's going to find a way to get the basket in every time.
Yeah, like you said, 3 people on Swarm. Does not matter. She's still able to make it.
Swarm 17. Decock has not scored in this third quarter, but she hasn't needed to. And they got to find an answer, you know, because if you stop, even if you stop down, if you stop Swarm, Decock's still going to be open. This is a good thing about having multiple scorers on a team. You know, it's versatile. Compared to the Central, where Ramos is a primary scorer, besides that, there's not really someone that is a huge scorer for the Central team, which Hightstown has.
I agree, and it looked like Central. They've made adjustments to Decock. The reason why she doesn't have a single point scored in the second half, but Swarm, they have not found a way to stop her yet.
Yeah, and I think a big reason, Liz Kellogg has not been in the game in this third quarter. The only player on this team that can really match her height is Liz Kellogg. But they've been keeping a small ball lineup. DeVore off the screen, right back to Ramos. Schwartz drives to the paint. And a foul on the floor, and Schwartz will go to line for 2. Swarm on the foul. 2 big free throws for the sophomore Katie Schwartz.
Yep, we'll cut the lead to 6. Would be a 2-possession game.
Of course, Katie Schwartz's brother, Matt Schwartz, a Central basketball legend. 1,000 points in his Central career.
Looking to match him.
These 2 free throws make it a 5-point game, I believe. Nope, a 6-point game. First free throw is good for Katie Schwartz. Second free throw, no good. Final 10 seconds here for Hightstown, looking to get something before the buzzer. It's Deacock with it. Final 3 seconds. Three-pointer at the buzzer is no good. And at the end of the third, Hightstown leads 39-32. Stay tuned for fourth quarter action. And we're back here for the fourth quarter of the NJSIAA Central Group 4 second round. It is the 11 seed Hunterdon Central Red Devils going up against the number 3 seed Hightstown Rams. And the Hightstown Rams see themselves have a 6-point lead, 39-32 against Hunterdon Central. Penelope Sapphire Swarm heated up in that third quarter, 17 points, but still a winnable game for the Red Devils. Hightstown starts off with it. It's a 7-point lead, excuse me. Here's Swarm once again in the post, and Swarm is not stopping. 19 for the senior, and the largest lead of the game so far. Hightstown up by 9.
Central, they're down by 9. It could be a lot more, though, if they don't get anything here.
Liz Kellogg is still not in the game. Schwartz, spin move is good. Good shot for Katie Schwartz, who has 10.
Great job. Great response by Central. Their offense looked a little still in the second half of that third quarter.
Here's Deacock to Swarm in the post, and they cannot stop Penelope Sapphire Swarm. Now 21 for her.
Wondering if they're going to make it sub for Liz Kellogg.
Yeah, I think you really need to here.
Yeah.
Here's Scally in the mid-range. Passes it off to Schwartz. Schwartz layup no good. And a chance for Hightstown to make it a double-digit lead.
Wouldn't be surprised if we have a timeout by Central in the next couple of minutes.
Here comes the zone coverage from the Red Devils. And it's going to be a timeout from Hightstown. And Aiden, you have to ask the question of when they're going to bring back Liz Kellogg in, because Penelope Sapphire Swarm, 21 points. It seems like no one can stop her. You got to bring Liz Kellogg in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, she has near half of Hightstown's points. They have 43, 21 out of 43. That's near half of it.
Yeah, and they stopped Deacock, but then you got to stop Swarm.
Yeah.
That's the pro of having a good duo. Katie Schwartz is really heating up, has 10. Ramos, again, since the second quarter, has just been slowed down. And someone on this Central team has really got to make a big step. We've seen Schwartz make a little step, but someone's got to take that big step and really step up for the Central team.
Especially with this season on the line right here.
It's a 43-34 lead.
Kellogg looks like she's still not in. They're keeping this same starting five, looks like.
Yeah, so Liz Kellogg not in. I don't believe she's fouled out. If she has, that's the reason. Deep three from Deacock. That one no good. Ramos on the rebound. Here comes Ramos the other way. Has Scally ahead of her, keeps it. Spin move, Ramos gets fouled for 2. And 2 big free throws for the junior.
Has Scally wide open. She said she wanted to do it herself. Tried, but she forced the fouls, which could get 2 more on the board for Central. 2 big points.
Ramos has missed a couple free throws tonight. Gonna need to make both of these. Ramos makes the first. 13 for the junior, looking to get 14. Misses the second. 8-point lead for Hightstown after Ramos goes 1 of 2 on free throws. Zone coverage brings trouble for the Rams. They keep it. Its Swarm is doubled, but it does not matter. Swarm now 23 points on the game and a 10-point lead. Double digits for Hightstown.
Central looked like they left her open for a little bit. Got 2 people on them, but it's not enough.
And a whistle called on Hightstown. The foul on the Rams. Costantini fouled there. Central in desperate need of a shot here. They cannot let the Rams extend their lead as time ticks.
They need something to swing the momentum towards their way.
Here's DeVore with it. Costantini wide open in the corner. And no good. Rolls in and out. Huge miss there for the Red Devils, and a whistle called. Foul on Central. And that keeps Hightstown.
Yeah, that could have been the big momentum changer right there. Sadly, though, it looked like it was an in and out.
Yeah, Costantini wide open look, as open as you can get, but just an unfortunate miss. Full court press from Hunterdon Central, but Deacock has a wide open lane and a good rejection by Katie Schwartz. Great defense from the sophomore. Looked like Deacock was going to get the easy lay there for a 12-point lead, but Schwartz gets the rejection, a key rejection there.
Besides their defensive play on Sworn, Central's done a pretty good job against the other stars here on Hightstown.
Yeah, they just really got to stop Swarm if they want to shut out this game.
Yeah.
DeVore, good pass to Schwartz. Schwartz layup is good, and 12 points for Katie Schwartz, who has heated up in the second half.
Central offense starting to get a little back on track.
And they're going to call a reach in on Ramos there. Looks like this can be the third foul of this quarter. They get 5 fouls, and they're in the bonus. Hightstown gets free throws every time.
That can help them extend the lead to a bigger lead.
Yeah,
than
and look at, oh, nope, Swarm going to stay in. Number 20, Yersom Moore comes in. It looks like, oh, no, Swarm does come out. And that's big for Hunterdon Central because Swarm is the one person that Central cannot stop. Ramos getting a break. But this could be a big break for Central with Swarm out. Got to use that to your advantage.
Yep. No Swarm. Central has a big opportunity to get back into this game.
You have to think she's not going to be out for long. Deacock crossover over 3. And a late whistle, and Deacock gets 2.
What a move by Deacock there. Was able to get past her, get down to the board, but foul, free 2 shots there for her.
Deacock, 11 points, has not scored once yet in this second half. But again, hasn't really needed to.
Yep, especially with Sworn just getting a whole 23 points now in this game.
First free throw for the freshman, no good. Big miss there. This free throw makes them go up by 9. Both free throws missed.
Central catches a break there. Now they need to capitalize.
Yeah, big break for the Red Devils. Got to get a shot here on the offense. Here's DeVore. And is going to get fouled. No basket. And it looks like that foul was before the shot, so it stays with Central. Central, this game still in their hands. See themselves down by 8 with just over 5 minutes left in the fourth. It's win or go home, do or die for the Red Devils. Here's Duran with it to Scally. Right back to Duran. Costantini open in the corner for 3, and that 3's good for Nikki Costantini. Her first point of the game, and a big momentum shifter for the Red Devils.
Great job. She missed that shot a couple minutes ago.
Big shot. Here's a shot from Deacock. That shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. And it goes Central's way, and Central's firing on all cylinders.
Central looking like they got the momentum changer they needed there with the Costantini three-pointer.
Costantini's been taking threes. They haven't been hitting, but the shot that matters the most is the one that goes in. And Central sees themselves down by 6 now. DeVore off a screen. Right back to Costantini. Her layup no good. Fight for the rebound. And Central gets right back at it. Costantini gets doubled. Now 1-on-1. Good pass. The wide open Olivia Duran. Duran's 3 no good. Central gets another offensive rebound, but it's going to go right back to Hightstown. A missed 3 from Duran. Great pass from Hightstown, and that layup is good.
Great pass there. Oh, my gosh.
Believe that was Caitlin Nagel on the shot. And that's 10 for her. And Central back down by 8. And a bad pass leads to a turnover.
Ramos back in. Oh,
and Sworn back in. And just like that, Central sees themselves right back where they were. It looked like they had some momentum there, but now with Sworn back in and Central down by 8 with 4 minutes left, it's going to be hard for the Red Devils.
Yeah, they're gonna need to find something.
Full court press from Central. Here's Nagel with it, and Swarm comes right back into the game and goes right where she left off. 25 points for Penelope Sapphire Swarm.
It's just Central. They just can't find a way.
Ramos has an open three. That shot no good.
Ramos, her three's been a little off so far this game.
She has 13 tonight. Only 2 points scored, both free throws in the second half. In Hightstown, this is where you can start holding on to that ball. You're up by 10. You don't want to rush it. Weissenberger gets her pass deflected. Roberts is able to get it right back. Tries to get it to Swarm. Nagel, good effort.
Notice how they just lob it up to Swarm. They trust her that much.
Wide open three for Weissenberger, and that's good. The first points for Grace Weissenberger of the game, and a huge 3 points. A 13-point lead, and Hightstown is running away with this game.
Yeah, Central, I don't know what's happened the past 10 minutes of this game.
Schwartz going to take an open three. Trying to respond right back, can't. And Hightstown gets it on the offense. Another shot here that could be a potential dagger.
Central, they're going to have to start playing very aggressive now.
Yeah, they're going to hold on to this. Katie Schwartz on the defense, a loose ball. Hightstown still keeps up with it, and Moore is open, but a whistle was called. That would have been 27 for Swarm. Whistle called beforehand. The foul on Hunterdon Central stays with Hightstown.
Central had a chance to get the ball while it was on the ground, could not come up with it.
Nagel loses it, goes out of bounds, stays with Hightstown.
Central, they're just going to have to keep on attacking on defense. They got to find a way to force a turnover.
And a timeout called. And, you know, I really think here with 2:18, if Hightstown can just get one shot here, that could be the potential dagger. It's going to be very hard for Hunterdon Central to come back down 13 with 2 minutes left. You're going to need a couple threes here.
Yeah, especially the way Hightstown's offense has been playing. Even if they do score the points, Hightstown, they're just going to score right back. Or they're just going to waste all the time.
A 13-point lead. Penelope Sapphire Swarm has been the X factor of this game, has heated up immensely in the second half. 25 points in the game. And as for Hunterdon Central, Katie Schwartz and Bethany Ramos, 12 for Schwartz, 13 for Ramos, but most of the points from Ramos coming in the first half.
Yeah, Ramos, she's cooled down in the second half.
Beside that, DeVore has 4, Scally 4 as well, Constantini the 1 3-point shot, and Kellogg with 3. Constantini's 3 was the last shot that Central took, and they were down 45-39 at the time. It looked like they had all the momentum, but since Constantini made that 3, it's been all Hightstown.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with Central this season, though. A very young team. The record 13-14, my bad. But it's the record. They play better than the record shows. They've versed tough competition this entire season. With a young team like this, they should be proud of themselves.
And Central's got to play great defense here if they want a shot at the game. The winner of this game will take on the winner of 7-seed Freehold Township and number 2 Monroe in the semifinals. They give it right to Swarm, right back out. Again, Hightstown just going to try to maybe hold on to this ball. Here's Weissenberger. Here comes the double, and it's stolen. Here comes Central the other way. Constantini doesn't take the ball. It was last touched by Hightstown, so it stays with Central. With just over 2 minutes left in the fourth, Haley Deacock comes back into the game.
They got to keep doing. Central got to keep doing what they just did on defense. Just keep on double people. Even if that leaves someone open, have a chance to steal the ball.
Here's Central with it. 3-point shot here by Constantini. That one no good. Stays with Central. Duran on the rebound, trying to get it back out. Can't. Turnover.
Costly turnover.
It's Deacock doubled. And Deacock going to take too many steps to turnover, and Central needs to respond quickly.
Central, they're doing a good job forcing the turnovers now, but their offense, they just can't capitalize on it.
Minute 49 left, a 13-point Hightstown lead. It's DeVore. Bring it up. Right back to Constantini. Constantini, her layup. That's good for Constantini. 5 points for her, and Central not out of it yet.
11-point game. Still a lot of work to do, though.
They got to play really good defense. They might have to foul here. In the post now, it's Weissenberger. Brings it right back out to Deacock.
Hightstown just doing a good job.
Yeah, and the clock ticks. They might need a foul. Yeah, and Hightstown's just running out this clock. Central's not fouling them. Maybe you just want to get a tip here. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not even taking the wide open shots.
Yeah. And the shot there, no good for Nagel, but that might have been way too much time wasted. Here comes Scally the other way to Costantini. Costantini drives. Her layup is no good. Out of bounds, stays with Central, but that might have been way too much time wasted on that offensive drive by Hightstown. You only have 50 seconds left. Central's going to need a miracle.
Hightstown, they did a very good job wasting time there. They had a bunch of wide open shots they could have taken, but they decided not to. Play safe, waste time. They want to move on to the next round.
And a timeout called by Hunterdon Central. And Aiden, as I said, down by 11 with 50 seconds, you're going to need a miracle here. But either way, a very promising season for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils girls basketball team. We're talking a very young basketball team. Only 2 seniors on this team in Jackie DeVore and Maggie Scally, who both brought great veteran presence, but you're pretty much returning everyone next season, and everyone's only going to get better. We could see a great season next year for Hunterdon Central.
Yep, Central next season, they're expecting very good leadership by the juniors of this year, like Bethany Ramos, Nikki Costatina.
And we're back here, so like we were saying, 50 seconds left in the fourth. Central's going to need a miracle here to win this game. Again, the winner of this game takes on number 7 Freehold Township or number 2 Monroe in the semifinals. They're going to find Ramos. Costantini in the corner for 3, and Costantini makes it. Central has some hope. 8 points for Costantini.
They're going to need the ball back fast.
The game not over yet. They might need to foul, though, if you're Hunterdon Central. They're not fouling yet. Swarm is just going to take it. 27 for Swarm. Central not fouling. 10-point lead. Under 30 seconds left. Ramos right back. Costantini takes the layup, and it's rejected by Swarm. And Hightstown now with it. And now Central will foul. They will foul Deacock for 2. And Aiden, I just think Central should have fouled there.
Yeah, they had a chance. It was an 8-point game. They had a chance. They fouled. Hope for 2 missed shots, but they just don't.
Yeah, I know. I think the match there is they're going to get 2 points, but you want to stop the clock and leave as much time as possible afterwards. Yeah. Olivia Duran checking back into the game, and Central being in the bonus, so Deacock will get 2 free throws here. She has 11 on the night. Looking to close out the game and make these 2 free throws.
Really didn't like that layup opportunity there. Could have maybe wasted another second to find something. That just looked a little too desperate.
Deacock averages 16 on the year. She has 11 tonight. Makes the first free throw, gets 12. And a great effort tonight by Hunterdon Central, but ultimately they cannot stop Penelope Sapphire Swarm. 27 points tonight, a phenomenal game from the senior.
Yep, Central they kept the game close for 3 quarters, but just fourth quarter they fell apart.
Deacock makes a second 13. Central gonna play till the whistle ends. Schwartz will take the 3. That one no good. Fight for the ball. And it's going to stay with Hightstown with 5 seconds left. And these last 5 seconds, or no, excuse me, it was with Hunterdon Central. In these last 5 seconds, it stays with Central. Just going to try to get a shot before the whistle. Costantini at the last second, her shot rejected. Schwartz gets it to go before the buzzer, and that gets her 14, but it won't be enough. And Hightstown wins 56-46 in the playoffs in the second round, and Aiden, the story is they cannot stop Penelope Sapphire Storm. She had 27, and no one was able to stop her. What a game for the senior, keeping her season alive.
Yep. They had a chance to sub in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that will do it for Hunterdon Central's girls basketball season, and that will do it for all winter sports. They were the last alive. Stay tuned. Spring sports coming your way. The charity event tomorrow. Thank you for watching on HCTV.